Amy, thank you so much for joining the interview series. So we are here to really learn from your experience, from your incredible experience on how winning teams can be built, how winning teams operating sometimes under high stakes, sometimes stressful situations can have consistent performance, consistent capacity to really deliver, execute on the goal, and how they can really deliver lasting impact, right? That something that can have societal impact, and of course something that stays, the impact goes on, and really have a multiplier. So that's the ultimate goal. So before we start, if you can share a little bit about your role, the organization you're in, and of course anything else you would like to share about your background.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, first of all, thank you for this incredible opportunity to share a little bit about my story. And to be honest, I never imagined that I would be a leader, and I am pleased to have this opportunity to share how I came to this role and hopefully demystify the process for some and share some of my experiences and insights to date. So my name is Amie Shei. I lead a health foundation in central Massachusetts. Our work is at the intersection of philanthropy, nonprofits, health, and public policy. We have assets that were used to establish this foundation a little over 25 years ago when a non-for-profit health plan was sold to a for-profit. And the assets were set aside to benefit the community in a way consistent with the original organization. So I really see my role as that of a steward to ensure that the assets are invested in the community in a way that has lasting impact, and to lead my team in thinking about how we can expand our impact over time and work with our community to improve health.
Wow, such a incredibly important mission, and the ability really to focus on, of course, on healthcare and the ability to have that capacity to really have a societal impact, right? That's the heart of what you do and what the health foundation is focused on. What we're trying to learn, from your experience here and from our other classmates, is really the context in which your team essentially working on, and what are those challenges to be able to deliver on that mission, which is, of course, such a major societal impact that can come out of highly successful ability to deliver on that mission. So if you can describe a little bit this, the context in which the team is working at, and the challenges that you and the team build the capacity to overcome, just to have a context of this high performing team that we are going to hear more about.
Sure. As I mentioned, our work happens at the intersection of several different sectors, and as a result, we work with many different stakeholders, other nonprofit organizations, elected officials, corporate leaders, and for us, it's really about how to build project teams that share a mission to maximize the impact we can have in our region. So the team within my organization is quite small. We currently have 4 staff members, myself included. It is a small but mighty team. And so it's really about how do we leverage the other resources that we have? How do we leverage the tools that we have as a foundation to maximize our impact? Some of my classmates lead very large teams in large corporations where there may be more of a hierarchy and where a leader may have positional power. When I'm out in the community trying to maximize our social impact, there isn't always that formal hierarchy. So it's really about kind of using some of my other tools, some of my superpowers to influence change.
Wow, that's amazing. So a team of 4, so high performing team, winning team, That's the team.
Yes.
That's the
dream team.
Yes, and such a significant mission in front of the team, and I think what I hear is that there is that capability to build a coalition, almost alliance, to be able to deliver that mission, because you are successful in building the bridge, right? Building those collaborations with others that will help to really bring to life, the capacity to deliver on that mission. So, if you can expand a little bit on the, what are the qualities that that human qualities, human capabilities that are critical for your team, members, yourself, to be able to really build those coalitions and being able to lead with advocacy that will have lasting impact in Massachusetts.
Yes. So my foundation has existed for a little over 25 years, and over that period we have achieved incredible impact through policy and systems change. And so we have developed a very strong reputation in our region and across the state as an important stakeholder when it comes to major decisions, major investments related to health and healthcare. So we bring that credibility, we bring that influence, and we lend our voice to help amplify the voices of those that are most directly impacted by some of the challenges that we face in health and healthcare. So we open up opportunities for our partners, provide venues and tables for them to sit at and share their experiences, share their insights. We really look to leaders in the community to identify what some of the most pressing issues are that they're seeing in their communities, and to work with us on developing strategies. So we share power. Even though we come to the table with a lot of influence, we come with significant resources in terms of the financial assets we have. We are very intentional about sharing that power and empowering them to really share their stories and ideas.
So it sounds like it's almost setting the stage for those very strong kind of coalitions or bridges to be able to build that winning team that is much more than the team that you're leading, but that's the major, sounds like that's the major kind of capability to build that in the proper way. And it sounds like what you're saying is that there is this leading with credibility of actually having this track record of successful delivery on that mission. That's the essential kind of part of the work. When you build those coalitions, so for you, for your team, what skills come really into the play? Is this about incredible team building, collaboration? Is this about such a effective communication skills for the team members? Is about coming up with some creative, innovative solutions to do any of that? Empathy, all the above.
All of the above.
I'm assuming, right? But really, the question like how those capabilities come into the play, right? If you can share maybe some examples,
Sure.
from like real, engagement with those other. Called the other players in the
Sure.
field to be able to really bring it to life.
Yes. So as a foundation, we often come into meetings and teams recognizing that there is a significant power imbalance when we're working with community-based organizations and community members. And so we come with a lot of humility and gratitude for the lived experiences and insights that they will share. And I think it's important to set that foundation and that expectation up front so that people can really bring their best selves and their best ideas to the table and not feel like they have to agree with our ideas or they have to please us, because we are by no means the subject matter experts when it comes to some of these major challenges. They are the ones closest to the issues on the ground. So really coming to the table with a spirit of humility, really being open about listening to new ideas, that helps foster a sense of collaboration, shared purpose, and it really helps build a stronger team over time.
Wow, yeah, that's so there is something about the kind of setting the stage where you start with, yes, credibility, but also the combination with humility, that that we are here to essentially provide you with the opportunity to share your expertise, so we can actually build that capacity to deliver on the mission, and like you were saying, listening. So it's not necessarily about communication in the sense of this is the method, that's the plan, that's what we need to do. It's more about actually the listening skills, how you listen, how you bring those voices into the play, and then how you can actually build solutions that will maybe have some novel ideas.
Yes.
And other examples, that where this approach, really was successful, where different players were able to kind of, come up with, with those novel solutions and basically bring it to life.
We work in so many different sectors. As a foundation focused on health, we define health very broadly. So we're not focused just on healthcare, but in fact invest quite a bit of our time and resources in upstream factors that influence health, social determinants of health such as transportation and housing and education. So we are very transparent that we are not subject matter experts in any of these areas, and we look to our partners to bring that subject matter expertise, and we use our resources to bring in other tools, other resources, other partners as needed. So we come to the table with a sense of humility, as I noted, an openness to hearing new ideas, and we lend our influence and our reputation to help open up opportunities and doors for our partners.
That sounds such an incredible approach, for leaders who are looking to build, this capacity to, to build the bridges across different expertise domains, and that's really great. What's really, one of the themes we're, trying to uncover, a little bit for people who are looking to build their leadership skills here at MIT Sloan, but of course through amazing experiences, your experience and experience of our classmates here, from the leader standpoint, what do you find is an engine, for the team to almost embrace those concepts, right? Because you can say, yes, it sounds really great. Yes, we need all of those qualities. This is how we work. This is how we come, into the play where we are not the subject matter experts. We bring the others. There are many of those components in that approach that might sound, yes, make sense, but how you see as a leader, that you build that capability on the team. From your experience?
Yes. I think it's really about providing the space and the opportunity for people to let their own strengths shine, and to help individual team members reach their potential. I think in our work developing partnerships and building teams, there's a lot of trust building that needs to happen. It takes time to build trust, and a lot of it is about showing up for your partners, for your team members. For us, oftentimes that means physically showing up in person to show your support, lending your voice, advocating alongside your partners, speaking up. Sometimes we are speaking up on issues that may not be popular or may be difficult to advocate for, and it's important for us to show up alongside our partners to show our support. And I think that goes a long way in building trust, building that sense of collaboration, of shared mission over time.
It's great. So the theme of building trust is really something that is like now thread across multiple interviews in this series. That it all starts with trust, and this it takes time and capability to build that. With especially with if it's a new partner, it's part of that that coalition. Trying now to see how, from your perspective, how those qualities, those principles translate or emphasized in our program here in MBA in MIT. How you see the connection between what you do every day in your work, leading your team with amazing results, and the principles of disciplined and innovative leaders here at MIT, and all the different the three lenses we were studying just in the last semester. How you see the intersection between the real work that you are leading and the learnings here at MIT?
I see so much overlap and lots of applications from what we're learning in the classroom to my work. The idea of discipline and focus is critical because we have such a small team. I mentioned a team of 4, and we simply don't have the time and resources and personnel to spread ourselves too thin. So we are very focused on just a few initiatives that we think are high potential, high impact. And when we're working with teams, it's often easy to get distracted by new opportunities, to be discouraged by challenges. And it's important to stay focused on the mission, to continue to inspire your team to innovate, to reflect on what's working well, what's not, so that you can course correct, and to celebrate the incremental wins, to reflect on the failures, and to continue to make forward progress over time.
Yeah, wow, that's celebrating the wins, like you're saying. It's essential to see what works, what can be improved, and the ability to adapt. The focus, like you said, disciplined approach, the focus super important. This is also your stage, to share anything you would like with future leaders, people who really looking to build their skills, to learn from amazing leaders like yourself and other incredible leaders in our cohort. What are the maybe what advice you would like to give that to these leaders who are trying to develop their skills, really to get ready for to be able to build those winning teams, to be able to lead with with impact and hopefully societal impact, like the incredible work you're doing?
I would encourage other leaders to think holistically about what it means to build a winning team. It's not just about building a team that can have one win, but it's about building a team that can have win after win, repeated wins. A team that can accept losses and reflect on those losses and failures to improve. It's about building resilient teams that look at challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth. And it's about leaving your team and your organization in a better place than where you found it. So I see my role as that of a steward. I won't always be here. I won't always be leading my organization or leading my team. Our time here is fleeting, and we want to maximize the impact that we can have. And we can do that by building strong teams that can carry on the impact, even if we're not there anymore.
That's such a great advice. How you build winning teams that not only win consistently, but also having lasting impact that's really beyond the leader who is currently in essentially in charge and leading the team. How you build that capability for continuity, essentially, in lasting impact.
Yes.
It's amazing. Anything else you would like to share that we haven't, touched on during the interview that you would like to share, with people watching this series?
I think for me, finding my own authentic leadership style has been. I think it's important for leaders to bring their own leadership style to their work. I stepped into my current role leading the Health Foundation after a long-time founding CEO who had been at the organization for 23 years. So I had very big shoes to fill. And it took me a little bit of time to find my own approach and my own style. And it was important for me to do that, to figure out how to be an authentic leader and not just fit the mold of the leader that came before me. So I would encourage other leaders to find their own style, their own approach that is authentic to them, because that is how they will reach their full potential as a leader.
Such an important insight, and this is part of what we are studying here, how to lead, how to be an authentic leader, not only disciplined and innovative, but really authentic and bring your own personality, your own approach, your own, mindset and embrace that in the organizations we are leading. Such an important insight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
It's been an
Amie.
honor.
Thank you.